Do I wear Crocs? No. Do I like Crocs? No. Do I have any desire to own Crocs in the future? Not really. And I'm worried that if I were to ever dip my toe, even my toe, into Crocs, this is what would happen to me. I was curious as to why I'm so adverse to wearing Crocs and why others might be too, so I compiled a list of points that I think deter people from owning Crocs. This is just a lighthearted video, so if you absolutely adore Crocs, I'm honestly happy for you. Now let's get on to the points. Point number 1. I'm not sure what the ideal weather is for Crocs, honestly. If it's too hot outside and the sun is blazing, you risk getting a polka dot tan. If it's cold and you decide to wear winter Crocs, won't part of your heel be cold and exposed? And if you get the ones that cover your heel, what if it starts raining or snowing and your feet are just soaked? Sure, you can look at the weather forecast, but I'd rather just be able to wear my shoes in any weather. But what do I know? I wear my not so white anymore Converse to every occasion, so who am I to judge? Another thing I learned is that if you leave your Crocs out to dry in the heat, apparently they shrink. Someone said they put their Crocs in the dryer and they came out looking like leprechaun shoes. Like what? I don't know, something about that imagery is so funny to me. Like, really, leprechaun? Oh, I would be so. I don't know if I would ever buy another Croc after that. I've heard of like crows, what? I've heard of like clothes shrinking, but never Crocs. Like never shoes. I never had any shoe that shrunk before, so. Is that just a Croc exclusive? I was dying at that. Like what? Point number 2. I do think part of the Crocs hate is mob mentality. I remember when fanny packs weren't so popular, and now they're just everywhere. I feel like part of it was that fanny packs were associated with really bright colors, similar to Crocs, which can put off people who don't want their clothing to be so bright and to stand out so much. If anyone ever watched America's Best Dance Crew, there was a group called Fanny Pack, and that's what I imagine all fanny packs look like. But nowadays, fanny packs come in more muted colors and aren't so in your face. I also think fanny packs would be more appealing if they weren't called fanny packs. The name itself just gives off like a wacky vibe. Point number 3. Crocs have gotten a lot more expensive than before. I remember finding dozens of Crocs in Five and Below, but not so much anymore. There's probably still some out there, but they're not as prevalent as they used to be. Now you got those huge Croc stores. But I gotta admit, although I don't think Crocs are the most appealing shoes out there, I do like the ability of the charm inserts you can put in the Crocs called gibbets, however you say it. But adding the gibbets means you have to spend more money on top of paying for the shoes. And I can easily see how that can become addictive coming from someone who was obsessed with collecting enamel pins. Now, one thing I will give to Croc lovers is that they praise the comfort of Crocs. And I love stuff that feels comfy and makes me feel like I've been wrapped up in heaven itself. So if you want to see me talk more about Crocs, I'm having a stream this Wednesday where I'll be rating different Crocs and may or may not even buy my first pair of Crocs. We'll see. And despite what I said in the beginning of this video, I'm open to change. So if next week I have a video praising Crocs, you know why. Let me know your thoughts on Crocs. Do you love them? Do you hate them? And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.